Hey, what is going on, Guardians? Nem with Planet Destiny here. And it's Friday, which means that Xûr is back in the world of Destiny, and this week he is located in Titan over here in the rig. Now let's go ahead and take a look at what he's got for us this week. Alright. Oh, we got actually a pretty solid week for Xûr. Alright, starting off we have the Tractor Cannon, Synthoceps for the Titan, Gemini Jesters for the Hunters, and the Sanguine Alchemy for the Warlocks. Now, Tractor Cannon, probably one of my most favorite weapons to use. This is basically Troll the Gun. So what this does is this weapon emits a powerful impulse that pushes enemies away, suppresses their abilities, and makes them more vulnerable to all incoming damage, especially Void. And yes, suppresses their abilities is exactly what it sounds like in the Crucible. Just like a suppression grenade, this will nullify a player's abilities, their jumps, everything. So, fairly certain if you're a vet to the game, you know what this is and does. If you're new to the game, buy this weapon immediately for maximum trollage. Its trait called the Scientific Method. Damaging an opponent, it temporarily increases speed and handling, which is alright, but this right here, Repulsor Force, is where this weapon shines. So pick this up if you don't have it and if you're new to Destiny. Synthoceps for the Titans with its intrinsic perk, Biotic Enhancements. Increased melee lunge range, improved melee and super damage when you're surrounded. Now, this second part of the Synthoceps only triggers when you're surrounded by 3 enemies or more, so keep that in mind. The increased melee lunge range is really noticeable, and it's super strong. So if you don't have this, this is also another must buy. Now let's take a look at the perks here. So we got Fusion Rifle Loader, Hand Cannon Loader, Impact Induction, Shotgun Scavenger, and Heavy Ammo Finder. This is the cream of the crop out of these. Now following that, we have the Gemini Jester for the Hunters. Again, this is another kind of trolly exotic. I actually used to run this pretty often earlier on in Destiny's life cycle. Its Misdirection intrinsic perk, dodging disorients nearby enemies and temporarily removes their radar. The disorienting, it lasts for maybe about a second or two. It's not super like obnoxious, but it does clip through walls. So if you know there's an enemy in your vicinity and he's like on the other side of the wall, you can dodge, and basically the perk will trigger, and the enemy across the on the other side of the wall will get affected. As far as perks, we got Fusion Rifle Dexterity, Hand Cannon Dexterity, Bomber, which reduces your grenade cooldown when using your class ability, Scout Rifle Scavenger, and Special Ammo Finder. Now for the Warlocks, we have the Sanguine Alchemy, basically wall hacks. With its heightened senses intrinsic perk, standing in a rift grants you and your allies heightened senses, allowing you to retain your radar while aiming down the sights. Additionally, nearby powerful enemies are visually marked and can be tracked without line of sight. Additionally, nearby powerful enemies is pretty much every enemy in the Crucible. So yes, if you put a rift down, you will mark anybody that's around you in I want to say it's within a 30-meter radius. And once they're marked, as long as you're in that rift, it doesn't matter how far away they move back, you will be able to see them through the walls. They will get marked. It's actually really fun. It's a pretty good tactical exotic to use, whether you're in competitive or something like that. So again, this is another must buy. For the perks, we have Unflinching Bow Aim, Unflinching Fusion Rifle Aim, and Unflinching Sniper Aim, Scout Rifle Reserves, and Special Ammo Finder. Now before we move along any further, let's talk about the unflinching perks real quick. I want to redirect you guys over to Mr. Cool Guy over here on YouTube, and he did a fantastic video on flinch in Destiny 2, so I really recommend checking that video out. Cool Guy is one of the smartest dudes in the Destiny PvP community, so really give him some support and check out that video. Finally, we have the Faded Engram, which I will buy for you guys because y'all will get mad at me if I don't. So let's go ahead and pick this bad boy up and see what we get from it. Shinobu's Vow. What do we have? It's a 580. Let's look at here. New tricks: improves skip grenade and you gain an additional skip grenade charge. Skip grenades return energy when it damages enemies. So this is returns energy when it damages enemies. This is pretty good. I normally don't tend to run skip grenades, but these were pretty notorious for a good while. Perks: we got auto rifle loader, momentum transfer, energy weapon loader, rocket launcher scavenger, and sword scavenger. Now, of course, finalizing that, we have the 5 of Swords, which if you're going after that 100k points for the Nightfall, this is a absolute must-have, as it will give you additional modifiers that you can add on to the Nightfall. But that's going to be it, Guardians. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, you guys pick up some of that hot and spicy exotics that this man is giving us, and we'll see you next time.